Hello YouTube, I am back yet again. Now I'm going to be doing my review of Virginia Woods from McClellan. It's in my little collet. So, I got this the same time I got the Apollo. Started smoking it a couple days ago. So I've had the full experience. I've done the whole 3 smokes and writing down what I experienced and all that. So this is a full and proper review. First off, it's a good tobacco. It's typical McClellan, which is to say it's really good, but it's not like mind-numbingly good, you know? At least in my opinion. Um, it's supposed to be a mixture of Virginias. I didn't bring the tin out with me because I'm an idiot. But they have a lot of fancy stuff, sand tin, fire cured, I believe, red Virginias, and pressing, and all that. Um, it's a fairly well-known tobacco, so I'm sure that you guys probably have a tin or know of it well enough to know what's up with it. Now, on the actual review of it, it packs easily. Has a typical McClellan tin note, kind of ketchupy, kind of vinegary. Really wish I knew what that was about. Um, Flavor wise, though, honestly, what I get out of it is coffee. A lot of people haven't mentioned coffee in other reviews, at least not that I've seen. But I predominantly get the taste of coffee. It's not a bad thing. It's actually quite pleasant. There's some peppery notes. Um, and definitely some grassy hay notes. But they are not at the forefront. Originally, when I first tried it, I thought they were. But with more experience with this tobacco, those notes are definitely lower on a tier. So the high tier notes are as follows. These are the most prominent ones. These are the ones that kick you in the mouth. Coffee, dark chocolate, borderlining baking chocolate or cocoa. And that's just like a hint of it. Earthiness, something that I would attribute to a burley. I don't have a lot of experience with burley. Actually, I've only had pure burley. I've only had Solani burley flake that Lunchy 83 gave me, and I only had that once. So I could be completely wrong, but I do get earthiness out of this. Um, and then just a hint of spice, and that's at the front of the flavor notes. In the background, you get the hay and grass. I haven't tried this with a cup of coffee. I definitely need to. It's worth noting that when I say coffee, I do mean black coffee, not coffee with cream and sugar. It's black coffee. This isn't a very sweet tobacco. It's a smooth tobacco. It is definitely a smooth tobacco. However, what's worth noting is that while I haven't been bitten by it yet, I knew it was going to go out then. It does have the potential to bite. Like, I've gotten a slight tingling like it's going to start biting me, and I've had to slow down. Now, the other thing that's a bit weird about this is pipe tobacco is usually, uh, when you pack your bowl, assuming that your tobacco is well mixed or it isn't one of those ones that's layered, like a layered flake, you generally get one thing throughout the bowl. Like, what you have is what you get. The first light is generally going to be the same as the second light, as the third light, as the fourth light. You might get some changes along the ways, but generally it stays the same. However, when I smoked this yesterday, something weird happened toward the middle of the bowl, and it lasted for a few puffs, and I need to touch on it because I think it's important. For some reason, all the goodness of this vanished, and it tasted like a good cigarette, but still a cigarette. Now, I don't have a problem with cigarettes. I love tobacco. I love nicotine. I've smoked cigarettes. I'll probably smoke cigarettes again at some point. Not because I'm a cigarette smoker, but because I like tobacco, and cigarettes are tobacco, and occasionally I get a craving for them. But this was very off-putting. To go from coffee and all those flavors I was saying, and then suddenly cigarette, and then back to coffee. And it was weird. And I don't know if it was the pipe, but I don't think so. So what's my review of this tobacco? Well, first off, I'm going to say it's about 3. It's good. It's worth having around. But I want right home. If it was taken off the shelves, I probably wouldn't cry about it. And that's not saying I'm not going to buy it again, because I do think it is good to have around. So, a 3 out of 5. Now, quick thing. I came up with a new way of ranking pipe tobaccos I want to use here for the first time. It is a 4-part system. A pipe tobacco that is good on its own, completely on its own, which means that this is the kind of pipe tobacco you can sit back, do nothing, and just smoke. And the pipe tobacco will be enough for you. And there's a pipe tobacco that's good paired with something, which means basically that's not bad tobacco, but it really shines if you have it with something like a cup of coffee or a beer or something like that. Then there's tobacco that is good when you're doing something, and then lastly there's tobacco that is good, isn't good, just bad. This is tobacco that would be good when you're doing something. This is tobacco that you can smoke while reading. Tobacco you could smoke while mowing the lawn, something like that. So, 3 out of 5, and good when doing something. That's all for now, guys. I'll see you all later.